Our next award is There Ought to Be More Award, Made by Mary.
It was such a simple idea. A mother wanted to spend time with her youngest daughter while teaching all of her children an early life lesson on the importance of giving back.
My daughter tends to not have one particular area that she's really invested in, and I was looking for a way to get her more involved and passionate about something. So for me, I'm very passionate about giving back to the community. For her, she loves to bake.
A simple idea. Seek out friends and neighbors going through a difficult time and bring them baked goods with a homemade note letting them know they're not alone.
So I just created a quick Facebook page and sent it to friends and family, neighbors, and then encouraged them just to come up with people who maybe just needed a little show of support.
From this, Made by Mary was born. In the 7 months since Erin first set up that Facebook page, Made by Mary quickly gained attention within the Mount Prospect community, creating a spontaneous grassroots network, swiftly growing Made by Mary from a family affair into a community-wide family.
My oldest daughter, Kelly, would make the cards, and Mary and I would spend our time in the kitchen baking together. So what started off as a little investment in time and cooking supplies, we've now been able to deliver over 150 baked goods to people throughout the community, and it just has taken off exponentially.
While it may seem like a unique form of outreach, it really isn't. It's an age-old form of support, a social media age version of the neighborly wellness check.
I had people reach out to us that say, "This is awesome, how can we pitch in?" We have bakers that have volunteered, we have people who have offered to deliver, so we have so many people in the community that have raised their hand to help out.
And that's the underlying message of Made by Mary, as timeless and simple as the idea itself. Know your neighbor, because we're all in this together.
I always think most importantly, the people that are the most helpful are the ones who help nominate people, because the whole system wouldn't work if we didn't have people looking out for their neighbors.
For Erin, the biggest challenge with Made by Mary has been keeping her pantry shelves stocked.
We're always out of something. We are always out of brown sugar, we're always out of flour, chocolate chips, and Nestle is our best friend.
Providing a shoulder to lean on, if even for a moment, is a reward in itself for the Made by Mary family. But perhaps the most rewarding and difficult part is the stories that they often hear.
Some of the stories are so tragic. I've had friends ask me, like, does it ever make you depressed? Like, because there is so much need out there, and there's so much heartbreak and so many people that feel alone. I think the whole foundation of Made by Mary is that no one person is looking for credit for anything. You know, so the people who contribute, the people who nominate, the people who, you know, do anything to support this organization, if you will, nobody's looking for anything other than just make their neighbors' lives better.
Just to let everybody know that this was taped a couple of weeks ago. I just talked to Erin. She's in 4 different states right now with the Made by Mary program, and she's got over 30 bakers baking on behalf of Made by Mary. So it's a kind gesture that's going far. Kindness.
And you are the founder of Made by Mary.
Yes, we started Made by Mary in June of 2018. So now the group has grown beyond these 2 kiddos and myself to having probably 30 to 35 people involved in the Mount Prospect area as bakers. And we're starting to grow across the country now too.
I love what you do. And I know that you mentioned you're passionate about giving back to the community. Where do you think that stemmed from?
A sense of gratitude
just to be surrounded by great neighbors, great people, a community that cares about each other, a sense of security that our kids are provided growing up in such a great township, schools, all the people that have supported us in so many ways, and, just to provide that feeling for somebody else.
Right, and what a great place Mount Prospect is to have you guys grow up. So you're Mary, so you're famous now. So how does it feel to have this Made by Mary? And you know what, maybe you can tell me a little bit about what Made by Mary is in your eyes.
So Made by Mary is some way to help encourage people and keep them going and keep them happy, even though they're in really dark times and it's really hard for them.
So what kind of dark times have come up that you have been able to help people feel happier?
Well, there's been someone's gotten into a really bad car accident and someone's getting bullied at school. So.
Those are dark times, I have to agree with you. And so what is your job, besides looking gorgeous with beautiful hair, what is your job with this Made by Mary? Is this an organization?
Yeah, great.
I make the cards that I deliver.
So what kinds of things do you write on the cards?
I usually just go online and find something good that is relative to their situation, and I find a quote or something and I write it down on the card.
So you do each one individually based on that particular person?
Yes.
Oh, that is so nice. Can you tell me one card that you can think of that you've written that was beautiful?
The first one I ever did was always keep looking for sunshine.
I like that. I think we should always keep looking for sunshine. Thank you so much for being such a generous family here in the community of Mount Prospect. I know this is really a family affair, and it's so nice to bring the community together and be so gratuitous.
Thank you. We appreciate the opportunity to serve each other.
Well, I ask you now to please raise a glass in toast to our newest inductees into our celestial galaxy of shining stars. Congratulations to our honorees who support our neighbors and the village, and all of you who nominated this wonderful addition to our Shining Stars galaxy. Thank you for inspiring us to kindness. As a toast, I'd like to share with you a special poem that I found, and it goes like this. May we raise children who love the unloved things, the dandelions, the worms, and spiderlings, children who sense the rose needs the thorn, and run into rain-swept days the same way they run towards sun. And when they're grown, this one always makes me tear up, and when they're grown and someone needs to speak for those who have no voice, may they draw upon that wilder bond, those days of tending tender things, and be the ones. Thank you for being the ones.